Why do you hate digital mastering? And first of all, I don't hate digital mastering, right? Let's get one thing clear. Is I don't hate digital mastering. I don't hate digital plugins. I work on an Avid S4. I mix in the box. I get an incredible sound using digital plugins. I don't hate digital mastering as such. What I don't like is digital mastering with no incorporation of analog equipment. Now, the reason for this is quite simple. Analog is far superior to digital. I mean, that is just it's fact. I know this myself. I've done digital mastering. I've done 100% digital masters. I've done 100% analog masters. I've done hybrid digital versus analog. And analog wins hands down. It beats digital every single time. Now, the reason I say I don't hate digital mastering is because regardless of this mastering chain, and this is an incredible mastering chain. There's a lot of digital plugins before it comes out of the box. There's a lot of digital plugins that it's using. It comes around, goes back in the box. Then there's a lot of digital plugins that are applied once back in the box. And it's not a case, and everybody asks me digital versus analog. Well, it's hybrid. Like, why would I, like, it's I always say it's like me just going chopping off my arm, chop my hand off or something. It's like I'm limiting myself by not using it. Like, I'm trying to do stuff with one hand because I'm taking digital out of it. It's not a case of one versus the other. This chain achieves an exceptional sound, unlike anything you will achieve in the digital world. It cannot be replicated even with emulations. But here's the thing, is there's massive improvements in the box using plugins. Things like Soothe, things like Spiff, these sort of AI kind of plugins that really have an advantage over a lot of other analog processing, because they utilize the benefits of being in the box. They utilize digital technology, whereas analog doesn't. Think of analog as this warm glow, and I hate using the word warm, but it is this warm glow and gloss that goes over a track, and it has this sound that's unlike anything in the box. So, yeah, I get why some people might think, wow, Paul must hate digital mastering, because, well, yeah, I talk very highly of analog equipment because analog equipment is far superior. And it's not a case of hating it. It's a case of me as a person, me as an engineer, I'm always striving for the best possible results. And the best possible results, fact, come from analog equipment. And that's kind of, it's not up for debate. I know myself, I master using digital equipment. Right? I've mastered digital in the box. Compare it to analog, and it's just like, God, one's full of life and glows. Analog glows and full of life, whereas digital sounds a bit stale, a bit more comes in. It hasn't got a 3D image. It doesn't sound in any way or shape or form as pleasing as analog mastering. So yeah, it's not a case of hating digital mastering. I don't hate it. I do it. I use it with analog hardware. So yeah, I don't hate it. Trust me.